Welcome back to another Pokemon X and Pokemon Y countdown video. In this countdown, I'll be covering everything that was revealed during Korokoro and E3. Let's start with the new Pokemon. Noivern. Noivern is extremely combative towards anything that wanders too close to it. It flies through even the darkest nights using ultrasonic waves it emits from its ears. This Pokemon loves fruit, and feeding it fruit will keep it calm. Talonflame, an evolved form of the recently announced Fletchling. Talonflame is a fire and flying type Pokemon that gains a whole new level of speed and firepower. It dives at foes and then attacks with devastating kicks. Clowncher. Clowncher is easily recognizable by the oversized claw on one of its arms. This useful claw can seize prey and shoot water at others as a projectile. Skrelp. Disguised by its shape, Skrelp pretends to be a piece of seaweed. When prey gets too close, Skrelp bathes in poison to keep it from struggling. Vivillon. The bug and flying type Pokemon Vivillon uses its wings to scatter its skills or create a strong wind to attack. Vivillon is said to have a secret hidden in the colorful decorative pattern on its wings. Pre-evolved forms of Vivillon were also shown in this month's Korokoro issue. Their Japanese names are Kofukimushi and Kufurai. One of them being Spoopa, which is most likely this little guy right here given by its name. Let me explain. A pupa is the life stage of some insects undergoing transformation. Spupa sounds like pupa and also resembles one. Shishiko is a lion cub Pokemon and is fire normal. It learns a new attack called Warcry, which lowers the target's attack. This Pokemon has a temper, is quick to fight, and lives in packs. When they become stronger, they leave their packs to go live alone. The red bang on its head emits heat. This Pokemon was first shown during E3 at the X and Y Roundtable. However, no footage of this Pokemon exists. I don't think they allowed people to use their cameras there. I was supposed to attend with my friend Shofu, but I had to deal with an unfortunate and unexpected event that I will talk more about at the end of this video. Furabebe, the lone flower Pokemon, is a fairy type. It can learn Fairy Wind. When this Pokemon is born, it looks for a flower and stays with it for its entire life. There may be Furabebe that are holding on to different flowers in the games, so this artwork is only one form of Furabebe. Now let's move on to the newly introduced in-game characters. Pansy is a photographer from Lumio City. Not much is known about her, except for the fact that she owns a Go-Goat and a Helioptile. She will appear in the anime on July 18th. Viola is a gym leader of Hakuran City. She specializes in bug-type Pokemon. Much like Pansy, it seems like she's a photographer as well. Asame Town will be your hometown. The characters shown are Toroba, Tiruno, and Sana. Sana is also seen during this random trainer encounter and also during the first X and Y trailer. All three of these characters are from Asame Town. They begin their Pokemon journeys with you, and you befriend them at the beginning of the story. You also befriend the opposite gender character, who is either Callum if you play as a girl, or Serena if you play as a boy. He or she lives next door to you. This character could potentially be your main rival, as most main rivals live close to you at the start of the game. Well, that's it guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's only the start. Let's continue. You can now connect across the world with PSS. Connect and play with other trainers at any time with a new player search system, which allows you to find other people playing Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. You'll connect to other players nearby or around the world through the internet. You can even communicate with players you've never had any contact with before. All you need to do to communicate with other players on the PSS is to tap their icons. Then you can easily choose to trade or battle with them. That's not all the PSS can do, so look forward to more info on this exciting feature in the future. Yes, I read that straight off the official site, but I don't think I could have done a better job explaining it. Many people think that this system will replace the GTS, but that is not true. The GTS will return in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. Also, a new type was introduced. In an earlier countdown, I told you guys that Fairy-type Pokemon were most likely going to be confirmed. Guess what? I was right. Not to rub it in your face or anything, as a matter of fact, I'm not even that excited for the new type. I just welcome it like every other thing because that's what a true Pokemon fanatic does. We welcome all the new features that are implemented into the game until we can actually test them out for ourselves. I've seen a lot of people comment negatively about the new fairy type, but how could you dislike something without even knowing about it completely or even experiencing it during battle? You simply can't. That's like telling me you hate the handheld consoles of the future. How can you hate something before even experiencing it? Now if you own a level 100 Haxorus that you raised from an egg and are facing a level 100 Jigglypuff with a deadly fairy type move, I'll understand. Only 5 Fairy-type Pokemon have been confirmed: Gardevoir, Jigglypuff, Marill, Furabebe, and Sylveon. There's a nice little feature called Pokemon Ami. When I first saw this feature, I saw it as another Pokemon Musical Pokestar Studios type thing. However, this is much different. I will quote the official Pokemon site for this. The more you play with your Pokemon, the friendlier they will become. Friendly Pokemon may perform better in battle, and maybe other good things will happen too. If Pokemon Ami will help me take down my next opponent, you better believe I'll be using it. I'm not sure if this will have major effects on Wi-Fi battling, but we'll see. This might be the method used to evolve Eevee into Sylveon. That is only my guess, it hasn't been confirmed, but if it's true, then this might be our new tool towards friendship evolution. And last but not least, the new battle methods. Horde encounters. Until now, the number of Pokemon on each side of a battle has been even. Now you can test your mettle in Horde encounters, where one of your Pokemon must take on multiple foes at once. This is a great chance to help your Pokemon grow, but if you don't have the moves that can attack multiple targets at once, you may be in for a rough time. Sky battles. Get ready for aerial battles between Pokemon. In Sky battles, only Pokemon that can fly are eligible. Seek out opposing trainers standing high on cliffs or in other distant places. Be prepared, these battles can be tough. I'm not a big fan of these new battle methods. Sky battles may have been made with the 3DS's technology in mind. It's probably just for visuals. The Horde encounters are neat, but could get annoying after some time. I'm not going to say that I hate these new battle methods, but they don't interest me too much. At the Roundtable conference, they also showed a clip of the main character roller skating and riding on a Rhyhorn. Just thought I would let you guys know about that. But that was it for today's countdown. Stay tuned after the video for an important message. What was your favorite new Pokemon? Drop a comment down below, make sure to click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. On June 2nd, my cat was taken to our nearest emergency vet because he had collapsed on his litter box. I won't go into further detail because this is something that is not easy for me to talk about. When he got to the vet, they demanded a payment of $200 to take him in. I helped my parents by giving them the $200 since they couldn't afford it. I had no choice. My cat's life was on the line and we've had him for many years. Even if I was left with nothing, I was willing to give up everything in order to save him. After the vet examined him, they told us the horrifying news that his kidney was producing crystals that got stuck in his urinary tract and prevented him from using his litter box. According to the vet, this could lead to death within 24 hours if surgery wasn't performed. The surgery costs $1,500 and we had to pay the full amount in order for him to have surgery. They also charged us over $400 extra for the examination since they had to keep him for several days. In the meantime, before the surgery, they would be using a urinary tube to let the crystals pass through. However, using the tube is extremely painful for the cat and surgery would need to be performed in order to relieve him from all this pain. The other option was to have him put down, but to me, that was not an option. He is only 6 years of age and can probably live for another 10 years. I wouldn't end my cat's life while he was suffering. It wouldn't be fair. I don't normally do this, but I created an Indiegogo page where you guys can donate so I can pay off the surgery and relieve my cat from all this pain. On the page, you will find the full story and prizes you guys can earn depending on how much you donate. It's a little something extra that I will be sending off to the people who helped me through this. I am in no way begging you guys for money or anything, I'm only seeking for help. If I don't receive the full amount, I'll see what I can do to cover the rest. But it would be amazing if you guys could do something for me. Even $1 could help. Imagine if all of you gave $1. It would cover the surgery in no time. If you guys have a cat at home, you probably can imagine how I'm feeling right now. The link to the Indiegogo page is in the description down below. If you're not capable of donating because you're too young, then you could ask your parents to watch this and see if they can help in some way. Thanks to everyone for taking your time to listen to this message.